And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tap the bell for notifications next time I go live. Hey guys, what's going on? Sunny here from Online Sales Funnel Academy, coming to you from my home office near Seattle, Washington. Alright you guys, well welcome back to my channel. We are back for another Etsy store review video today, and I'm so excited to be changing it up a little bit. I have reached out to another creator, and today we're going to be looking at Gnome Town Boutique. So for those of you who don't know, a gnome is a little fictitious creature that usually lives in the woodland forest with, you know, fairies and dragons and those kinds of things. And gnomes just have this really cool little urban legend, and they have a background of having like a background coming from Norway and being Scandinavian. So just a little super high level history on this fictitious creature. So people love them. They're super cute. And I was looking through Etsy today and I thought, who can I reach out to? And I found this one. So the Gnome Town Boutique is owned by this lady right here at Edtia. And she lives in near Glendale Heights, Illinois. And when I asked her what was her passion on gnomes, because you know everybody has a different reason for making different items in their store, she told me that last year she went into like a home goods store, and she was walking around and she saw a gnome and she just absolutely fell in love with it. So it wasn't until after this year when with the situation with the pandemic hit, she actually ended up losing her job, and she remembered that how much she liked the gnomes. So she decided to go ahead and give Etsy a whirl, as it were, with her little gnome, her little gnome folk going on here. And so that's where we're at today. So far in her Etsy store, it looks like she's got 53 sales. And one of the reasons I like to reach out to the little guy, as you guys know, I like to reach out to the smaller providers, or the folks are just starting out that probably don't have a lot of marketing education, because it's good to like just be, the things I'm going to share in today's video are good for anybody who's just starting out on Etsy or on another platform. If you're wanting to use cross-platform marketing strategies, these strategies would apply to you as well. So the first thing I like to do whenever I'm doing brand research is I always like to start with Amazon first and work my way backwards. So if I go to Amazon and I type in gnome, first of all, there's a couple of things I learned about this keyword when I was typing it in. First of all, gnome is used a lot in computer science, which I did not know. And so half of the keywords that come up to describe this brand actually have to do with computer science. So it's going to be important for us to remember that when we're using certain words in our titles of our videos, or excuse me, in the titles of the Etsy store and whatnot, you want to make sure that you're using the keywords that people are searching for on the internet, number one, but number two, that it's the people that are looking for the stuffed plushies and not the computer science gnomes. Okay, so to kind of filter it down, when I went to Amazon here, I typed in gnome and I typed in handmade, instead of, you'll see I got all sorts of an offensive one. I got all sorts of different kinds of gnomes, and the garden gnomes are really, really popular. They're these typically they're made of like a polyester or a hard plastic, and they sit out in your yard, and those are super popular. However, as I'm doing product research, the ones I want to compare your product to see what kind of volume is going on over on Amazon, because Amazon is the largest online retailer. So if we can go over to Amazon and get a look and see what kind of sales are going on over here, that'll give me a good idea that I can reverse engineer and take a look at your listing on Etsy, and we can work backwards. Okay, so I'm gonna type like gnomes, and you'll see we've got garden decorations, plush, fairy tale, or fairy garden. So I don't want the garden ones. I'm trying to find the plush ones, because we're trying to find the ones that are most similar to yours. And what we can see here is we've got this, these are the right ones, these are the listings here. Now what I'm going to do is I have this app up here on my, I use it in all my videos. It's called Jungle Scout, and it's used for people who are sellers on Amazon to do product research. So because I'm a seller on Amazon, I have this app, and when I hit Jungle Scout, it's going to, there it is, it's going to open up, and it's going to pull all the listing, all the data from all the items on the page, and it's going to show us the kind of revenue that these items on this page are generating per month. Okay, so we got some big numbers rolling through. Now the first, if I hover over here, it's going to show me exactly which listing this is. Alright, so the first one that shows up on here, if we're going to look just at volume per month, it looks like this little gnome guy right here, he's $30. They are making, looks like they've make $35,000 a month in revenue for that tree topper one. And this other one looks like there's a twin set of, let's see, Halloween gnomes plush 2-pack, $19.99. Those are doing 44 sales a day, and they are grossing $26,000 a month on their product listing. So one of the things that when I work with smaller sellers, one of the common misbeliefs that they have when they first come onto a platform is, you know, is anybody going to buy my product? And I think that's absolutely a good attitude to have, you know, that idea in the beginning. But when you come over here and see other items that are very similar to yours that are making grossing $16,000 a month, getting 54 buyers a day, I think it's safe to say that you've got a pretty steady market here. And as I keep going down the listings, we've got different kinds of gnomes. We've got bumblebee gnomes selling 17 a month, making $9,000 a month. The Christmas tree gnome hangers, those are, let's see, those are hangers. It goes on and on and on, you guys. So something to keep in mind is that if you see like a steady sales over on Amazon, you're probably in a really good evergreen niche, and that's really good to know just coming out of the gate. Now I'm going to switch up just a little bit. I'm going to go to Google, and Google has something called a keyword planner, and I typed in the words already. I typed in home decor Christmas gnome spelled incorrectly, and it's going to show me the average monthly searches for these keywords that people are typing in. Now the reason you want to kind of get an idea of how many times a month they're typing in the word is we want to come back and make sure that the words that you're using in your listing are matching the words that people are typing in on Google. So for example, this one, who looks like he's one of your best sellers anyway, it's called a fall plaid gnome, which is, you know, that accurately describes it. However, but if we were to like get one of these phrases that's getting 3,000 searches a month, and then we put the word gnome in front of it, you know, that's going to help your odds of getting found. So we like words that we might use like gnome fall decor all as one, and then in parentheses you could put plaid, or you could put gnome Halloween, let's see, gnome Halloween decoration, because people are going to be typing in Halloween decoration and they're going to be typing in gnome Halloween. So if you do all three words, it increases the chances of you getting found. And to show you this, I did a quick search on some of the competitors in your niche, and I found, let's see, I found this. This person here is getting a lot of sales per month, so this is somebody else. But you can see right here, she did Halloween gnome, comma, candy corn gnome, and she on all of her titles. So she's fall gnome, Thanksgiving gnome, you know, she keeps going on and on, like tiered gray pumpkin gnome. She's using all the keywords in her titles, and it looks like she's got quite a few sales here, over 5,000 sales. So that would be something that I would recommend that you just look into, is, you know, adding those extra words into your titles. And it only takes a few seconds to do, and it should have a pretty big difference on your results also. Okay, next up is Facebook. So we're going to take a look at your Facebook profile right here. So I really like the way that the Facebook profile and the page is laid out. It's got a really fun photo right here in a little profile picture. However, I would recommend that since we're moving into the holiday season, that you would create a banner image that would go right here. And to show you what I mean, I've actually created a mock-up. I don't know if you like it or not, but I created this mock-up. I would highly suggest using something like this that's got both the name of the company and the Etsy link so they can see it when people first come to the business page. So, and you want the dimensions of your profile, this little one, to be around either 150 by 150 or 250 by 250. And if you've never used Canva, Canva is a free program that you can make these designs in, and like I did here. And you can also, or you could hire somebody to do it for you for about $5–10, and no big deal. Okay, now a couple things that are missing here that I'd like to see is I do applaud you because you do have the send message button here. However, you have the ability right here to make that a shop now, and when people click it, they can go straight to your Etsy store. So that might be one little tweak I'd like to see maybe differently, unless you get a lot of people messaging you. But I would probably put your shop now here and just put the link to the Etsy store so people can shop over there. Now, the other thing it looks like that's missing is in your About section. I believe there's another, there's usually a little category right there for your link. So over on Etsy. So you want to make sure you go into your About section and make sure it's completely filled out, and make sure all the links and URLs are put there as well. Now, what I do like in here is that you are posting regularly on your page, and I really like that a lot because the more engaged you can get, the more followers and stuff that you can get. Now, one of the statistics I learned when working with my other client, Keith Cerrone, in a previous video, we learned that we were running $30 a day of traffic over to his Etsy store for glass blowing. And we looked at his statistics at the end of the month, and we learned that 91% of his external traffic was coming from all the work I was doing with his account over offsite on Facebook. So Etsy will promote you a little bit, but I want you to remember, if we use his as a case study, Etsy's only going to give you 9% of the traffic. And, you know, external traffic is going to make up for the other 91%. Okay, so in other words, if you've had like 53 sales, that means that if that were equal to only 9%, that means that the other 91% times 53, you know, is a lot of sales. I can't do a good math, but that's a lot of, it'd be like, I think it's 450 sales. So that would mean that, you know, all the other buyers are hanging out over, you know, on Facebook and just waiting to see something like this go across their newsfeed is so they can purchase. Okay, next up is the Instagram account. I'm going to take a quick look over on Instagram and see what we got going on. So it looks like a few things on the profile. First of all, Instagram is a great way to get free organic traffic. However, it's got to be used what I call appropriately in order for it to be effective. So the first thing I see right off the bat here is that the name of your Etsy store is the Gnome Town Boutique, and on Facebook it is called Gnometown Boutique. And then when I come over to Instagram, it is Gnometown 1. So we want to make it as congruent as possible on all of the sites to make sure that our people can find us, our customers. I'm going to show you really quick what the profile should look like. First of all, if you can, you want to make sure to claim your Instagram profile as a business because it gives you more opportunities for marketing later. So the second thing you want to do is go in and click Edit Profile. And as you scroll down right here, you should be able to type in the, you know, you can make it either the Gnometown Boutique or Gnometown Boutique instead of Gnome Boutique 1. Go ahead and try and put it right there. Secondly, where it says website, I see a lot of creators get this wrong. They think that means a real website. That just means any link that you want your people to go to. So in this case, it will be the link to your Etsy store up here. It'll be this information right here on the header. You're going to copy that with your mouse, and you're going to go paste that into your profile right there inside of where it says website, inside of your Instagram account. The third thing you want to do is inside of the bio, you want to fill this out as much as possible, and I believe you have the ability to put another link in there. So make sure you have an opportunity to tell people where to go, why they should go there, and say, you know, be sure to stop on by our Gnome store today and check out our 5% off coupon, something like that, right? And inside of the profile. This is what they're going to see, right? So they're going to see the little information filled out, and then you're going to see, you know, that's my clickable link from my other brand. Okay, now what I did was I went and found one of your competitors on Instagram, and she's got a whole bunch of followers. She, you know, relatively, she's got almost 8,000 followers, and this is how she did her profile. And then her website is adorablegnomes.com. So that leads me to the second thing I want to say about Instagram is, so not only does she make sure the link is good and the name is the same, the third thing that we want to do is what she did here is she's actually using hashtags so people can find her. And I noticed back over on yours, you didn't have any hashtags on the videos. So we can look at some of the hashtags that she put in her post. She has handmade gnome, bride gnome, wedding gift, wedding gifts. So basically here you've got room for 30 hashtags per photo. So you want to make sure that you're being congruent and picking out hashtags that are that have to do with the photo, right? Like here she used fall decor, gnome, gnomey, gnome love, gnome life example. And if you're not sure on how to do hashtags, I've done multiple trainings here on my channel. I'll drop a card up above where you can click the link. But right here, you can come to this program. It's called instavast.com. You can come to free tools and you can come to hashtag generator. And right here, you can put in gnome and hit enter. And this is a free program. And what it'll do is it'll go look for hashtags on Instagram. So the next thing I want to do is go look inside Google Trends, and it'll tell me how many searches per month people are making on the words gnome, holiday gnome, and plush gnome. So to kind of give me an idea of what the trends are. So I set this up to go to search the Google network, to go back 1 calendar year, and to only search the United States based on shipping off of Etsy. But this kind of just shows us how many people per month are looking for the products that you're selling. So looks like we're going to look at the blue line. It looks like there's about 110,000 searches per month of people looking for gnomes of some sort. And if we look, now the word gnome is 135,000, but remember that also includes computer stuff. And if we look at holiday gnome, we can see that there's a 1,000 searches a month. And there's a big spike. Let's see if we get the grid to come up. But it's just good to know that it's not, there we go. It's a steady search. Every month, look, there's a big spike between October, November, December. And then it, sloughs back down, but it is at least steady throughout the whole year. So as far as being a viable product, it sounds like you picked a winner, and that is good to know. If you want to drive more engagement over on your Facebook page, you're going to want to write a little bit more of a paragraph about what's going on. So people on Facebook are, they're looking at cat photos and they're communicating with their family, and they want to be engaging with the products and services that you have. So for you to make a post over here, you're going to want to write a little paragraph that sounds a little bit maybe something like this. Hey guys, just finished working on a brand new gnome for my autumn fall collection. His hat is made of checkered burlap or whatever, checkered felt in the colors of orange, brown, and rust. And he's carrying this really cute little pumpkin with leaves in his left hand. I can't wait to sell him in my store on Etsy. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you would like one for your home collection, and then put the Etsy link right below it. And when you do these socially engaging but like story-like posts, you're going to get way more engagement, and people are going to be more likely to share it, because you want to be able to paint the context, like what is it, why do I care, and how do I use it. Like if you can answer those 3 questions in your ads, like then you'll be better off. And the other thing you can do, this will set you up for being able to do a paid ad. And so once you create an ad like that, a post, I mean, once you create a post that's written like that, and like I did over here with, let me show you my other client. Oops, we have, okay, here's a great example of what I'm talking about. I made this post a couple days ago. So Keith has a new item in his store where it's a glass with an apple. So you want to just write, you know, just in time for summer or year-round decoration. So you want to put into context of when they can use the item, what's it used for, and give them ideas and say, oh, just in time to decorate your home or your mantle, your fireside mantles of your home with these cute little gnomes, right? Or perfect for, you know, paint the picture of how they're going to use the item. So these gnomes are a perfect fit for anybody who wants to decorate their table for Thanksgiving and again for Christmas, right? Tell people, yes, this is how we're going to use the product. And people are like, oh yeah, that's right, I am going to be hosting Thanksgiving. I better buy a couple of these because they're cute and I want them on my table, right? And then you want to spend a couple sentences describing, you know, the physical item and maybe something special about it, like I did in your example about the hat. And on this one, you know, like you said, you can check it out here, and then there's the link that goes over to Keith's Etsy store, right? If it's still there, yeah, so it's still there. So that's how I would do that. And then once you do that, you're going to start getting engagement. What I would suggest to grow your brand on Facebook is you go inside. Every time you see a heart and a like down below, you can click on the number of people who've liked and hearted it. It brings up this box, and what you do is you scroll down and you can, I've already done it on this one, but you invite the people who've liked the video to, right here, to like the page. Okay, let me see, you see how they all say that they're liked already? Let me find one. Okay, this person was invited and they still haven't accepted the invitation. Right here, Nicole, I'm going to invite her. And if you do this every single day, you're going to find out quickly that people are going to, as people like your stuff and you invite them to follow you, the more and more you post, the more and more they're going to see. Okay? Well, alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video about gnomes and Gnometown Boutique. Thanks again for Gnometown Boutique for letting me shout them out in my video. Be sure to click the links down below in the description, you guys. Be sure to go on over to their Etsy store and show them some love and purchase their products and visit them. And they've got some really cute stuff in here. And if you guys have any questions about anything, go ahead and drop a comment down below and or reach out to the store if you have a question for them. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So take care.